The removal of 3 top officials from Toledo-based Libbey Owens Ford has raised questions about the company's financial health. Last month, Toledo and the state of Ohio came up with a plan to keep LOF in Toledo for at least another 7 years. But Jack Shea reports tonight internal company communications apparently indicate LOF is facing tough times.
I am very pleased to announce that LOF will stay in Northwest Ohio.
Less than a month after completing the deal to keep Libbey Owens Ford in downtown Toledo, LOF President and CEO Ron Skeddle is suspended amid an investigation launched by the glassmaker's parent company in England. VPs Daryl, Costin, and Ed Bryant have also been removed by Pilkington Glass, which says it's looking into a failure to follow its corporate policies. Before the fall, Ron Skeddle and his lieutenants were trying to restructure a company in a complex marketplace, complicated by new competitors fighting for a piece of a sales pie that had shrunk in recent years.
LOF is certainly under tremendous pressure globally, and part of it is going to come increasingly from Mexico.
Internal LOF documents obtained by Toledo 11 News indicate that company management has been under intense pressure to cut costs. This letter LOF President Ron Skeddle sent to employees earlier this year said the company had no choice but to downsize. Among the factors Skeddle cited, financial difficulties at General Motors, LOF's largest customer. The company is in the midst of a 10 to 30% staffing reduction in all departments over the next year and a half. The plan calls for the freezing of salaries and pay cuts for some executives, and also the cutting of capital spending. Many employees face an uncertain future at the company that made its name in auto glass manufacturing and fabrication. A follow-up letter from Ron Skeddle told employees the company was suspending its matching contribution to retirement plans. LOF also strongly urged employees to look at incentives packages to quit or retire early. Not a pretty picture at a company that's just been the beneficiary of a big government incentives package.
They may not actually bring a lot of, generate revenues compared to what is costing them to keep them here. But if you take a look at the prestige of having a company like LOF here, I think the costs could be justified.
One city employee called the LOF deal spending dimes to save nickels, but it may be the only way to salvage what little glass remains in the Glass City. Jack Shea, Toledo 11 News, Night Watch.